Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Standing water or high humidity, nasty odors, or dangerous mold? Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the afternoon edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Tuesday, the 11th of October. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather getting interesting all of a sudden. After a long dry stretch, we got a good chance of rain tomorrow and tomorrow night. Maybe strong, maybe severe storms in spots. And also it looks like we're going to have a weak, short-lived tropical system down in the far southwestern Gulf of Mexico forming fairly soon. So a lot to talk about today. Let's dive into it. This is the upper air look across the country, and we have troughing to the west of the state, and that trough will be aiding and pushing a surface boundary in this direction, and that's going to bring that chance of badly needed rain to the state tomorrow. But today, again, we're dry. That's a visible satellite view. Got a field of cumulus clouds over parts of east Alabama, but the sky is mostly sunny. And again today, nothing on radar. We do note a few showers over Arkansas, and again, looks like we might see some rain as early as tomorrow morning now across the state. Temperatures this afternoon pretty warm. We've got some low 80s on the western side of the state. Tuscaloosa 81. But over in East Alabama, 74 for Anniston and Gadsden. They've got a bit more cloud cover there. The warm spots down south, we've got mid-80s now for both Mobile and in Dothan. This is the watch warning map for the rest of today and tonight. We have wind advisories for parts of the Dakotas and red flag warnings for parts of the Great Plains states. And we could see a few strong, maybe severe storms for the rest of this afternoon and tonight in a broad zone from near Wichita, Kansas, up toward Duluth, Minnesota, and Green Bay, Wisconsin. The areas there in darker green. And then tomorrow we have a marginal risk of severe storms for parts of the Mid-South and the Deep South. And the guys at SPC have actually trimmed this back a little bit for Alabama. The marginal risk now is for areas basically north of a line from near Demopolis to Birmingham to Fort Payne. They have taken out areas south and east of Birmingham, and I think that's the right call. Looks like the system is a little out of phase for severe weather, but still there might be a few strong storms in spots, especially north and west of Birmingham. Much more about the specifics on this as we go. And then on day 3, which is Thursday, we have a marginal risk from near Washington, D.C. and Baltimore back up toward Philadelphia. Here's a look at the rain across the country for the next 7 days. And again, after a long dry spell, rain is coming back. The last measurable rain for Birmingham was back on the 25th of September. And even on that day, we only had 0.03 of an inch. The last really big rain day was on the 4th of September. That's over a month ago. The rain total that day was 1.55. Rain for the next 7 days, generally 1/2 inch for most of the state, but there could be some higher totals over the southeastern counties. Areas there could see about 1 inch from Montgomery south and east. So in the tropics, it looks like we are going to have a short-lived tropical storm in the far southwestern Gulf of Mexico. That's the visible satellite view this afternoon. And you can see that it's clearly starting to get its act together, and the Hurricane Center has upped this now to an 80% chance of becoming a brief tropical depression or storm in the Bay of Campeche. This is Invest 93L. And first off, this is the ATCF set, and really, you got a couple of outliers, but what most of the members are doing here, they loop it and they dissipate this. In the Southwest Gulf, no landfall. The GFS basically does the same thing. Most all the members loop it and it dissipates because of strong winds aloft with a trough coming in. So if anything forms here, this most likely will not last long. In fact, you can see that clearly on the intensity guidance. You can see the models bring it up to a tropical storm, and then it basically fizzles out. So even though we are going to most likely have a tropical storm in the southwestern Gulf, we do not expect that to be an issue for the United States. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. And you can see a big negative tilt trough setting up over the northern states, but the main dynamic support is a bit north of the state, the stronger wind fields, but no doubt moisture will be pulled northward, and we'll probably start to see some rain developing now as early as tomorrow morning. Initially, it looked like the rain would come late in the day and tomorrow night, but now it looks like we'll see really 2 rounds of showers, one during the daytime hours and another one late tomorrow night. Let's go to the high-res NAM. This is valid tomorrow afternoon at 1. And you can see a pretty good batch of rain and thunderstorms across parts of north and central Alabama. And we don't expect any severe weather activity with that. Again, there certainly could be some thunder, but that's good news. I mean, we could use that rain. And the front itself is still back over the northeastern part of Arkansas. And then after midnight tomorrow night, this is 2 a.m. Thursday, you can see showers and storms along the front coming through the Tennessee Valley and parts of northwest Alabama. And really, by the time the front gets here, a lot of the better conditions for severe weather will be depleted. This is the surface-based Cape, and you can see there's really not as much as what we showed you earlier today. Amounts are generally under 500 joules. A little bit of storm relative felicity, but the STP values are basically insignificant. So I just don't think we have a tornado threat based on what we're seeing now. That might change once we get into it. But the bottom line is it looks like we'll have a batch of storms during the day tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms, not severe. And then by the time the surface front comes in here tomorrow night, the air will be somewhat worked over. And we're just not seeing any chance of severe weather with that. So we'll be watching for a few strong storms during the day tomorrow and tomorrow evening. But again, I'd say it's not a major severe weather threat. And again, that's the latest severe weather outlook from the SPC, and that's a level 1 out of 5. Marginal risk basically from Demopolis, Birmingham, and Fort Payne on to the north. So then on Thursday, we are dry. Showers and thunderstorms ending during the pre-dawn hours. The sky becomes partly to mostly sunny. The high Thursday should be in the upper 70s. This is Friday. As we approach the weekend, the sky will be sunny. A fairly warm day. The high Friday should be around 80. Now, for the weekend on Saturday, we're starting to see a lot of different looks here, which is not good for forecast confidence, but we still believe where we are in Alabama, the day Saturday will be dry and fairly warm. A good chance we see low 80s. And there's another surface front north of the state, and that could develop showers along the front over parts of Kentucky and maybe Tennessee. I think for the Alabama-Tennessee game, football game up in Knoxville, at the moment it still looks dry. Again, the confidence not especially high, but it looks like the showers will come in after that game is over in Knoxville Saturday night. But again, for Alabama, Saturday looking dry and warm. And then for Sunday, the front will be drifting in here. I think we'll mention now a chance of showers Saturday, maybe into part of Sunday, but you can see there's not much moisture, not much dynamic support, so maybe a few spotty showers on Sunday, probably not much rain, and the high dropping in the 70s. And then Monday, a really good push of cool air coming in here. Monday will be a sunny day with a high dropping in the 60s. How about that? It'll be the coolest air so far this season. And this is a week from today, Tuesday, the 18th of October, a very cool trough for the eastern states, and that should pull down the coolest air so far this season. Many places will likely be in the 30s by the middle of next week, and for a lot of places over the northern half of the state, this will likely bring the first frost of the season. How about that? So let's go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week, October 21st, and again, we've still got broad troughing over the eastern states, and if this is right, we're dry. Another front approaching from the north, and the air behind that front's awfully cold. That's easily the coldest air so far this season based on those thickness values. It is starting to look a lot like winter on some of these maps. This is the rain for Birmingham coming off the GFS ensemble. The mean is the green line. There's a big spread here, but the mean is running about 2 inches between now and the 27th of October. And yes, indeed, we cool down next week. Now, again, for the weekend, highs will be around 80 on Saturday and Sunday. But notice highs dropping to 65 by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week with lows around 40. And this is for Birmingham and the city. And again, many places in North Alabama should be in the 30s by the middle of next week. And for a lot of places, that will bring the first frost of the season. So get ready. And this is the latest 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for October 19th through the 25th. And once again, we're in the blue, meaning temperatures will likely be below average. Hey, let's roll some Pepsi Kid Cam video today at Cornerstone Christian School in Columbiana. Hey, we had a great time today. We saw the kids there. I think some of the pre-K kids were in there. We saw kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good-looking cake right there. Wow, that's just outstanding. But love coming down to Cornerstone Christian. Had a chance to visit there many times over the years, and those kids were absolutely great. So again, thanks a lot for a very fun visit earlier today. So that's it for the afternoon weather briefing video. My voice is getting there. It's getting there. I was actually projecting today for the first time in a while, so it's almost back. Tomorrow I will be at firefighter school. That's always fun. Mountain Brook. See some of the recruits coming in there. We'll see Altadena Valley Presbyterian Church, their kindergarten program after that. Then on Thursday, Hueytown High School, home of the Golden Gophers. That'll be great fun. And then on Friday, we're going to Tarrant Elementary School, home of the Wildcats. And then Saturday, don't forget, we have a book signing. And this Saturday, we are at the BJCC in downtown Birmingham. This is as part of the ABC 3340 Senior Expo. And this is not only for senior adults, old people like me, but for younger people that maybe are looking to place their parents in a home or a community or something like that. But anyway, we'll be there from 11 until 2 on Saturday. South Exhibition Hall, BJCC. This is the time you do Christmas shopping. This is a great time to come see us. We'll have all the T-shirts and the hats and, of course, the books as well. So that's it for the afternoon edition of the weather briefing video today. We'll have notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. And if you can, join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.